Nazmuddin Shanto is pretty animated. In the last few overs, we've seen him going and having a chat with the skipper. Just making sure that they've got the right field set for the pair. 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗃, who are you expecting to bat?
I think 𝗂𝗄 should be one of the batters, given the fact that he's gotten some runs in this game. 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃 seems to be one of the batters going out. I would expect that there'll be a right-left combination here. So it's 𝗂𝗄 and 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃. He's dangerous if he can make contact, 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃. And 𝗂𝗄, he will be fresh from that knock. He has momentum. He understands the pitch. So not a bad shout. And for Bangladesh, they will, in all likelihood, go with Mustafizur. He has so much experience. That slower delivery, the cutters into the surface. Yeah, as a reminder, just the format of this super over, you have 2 wickets. If you lose 2 wickets, that's it. That's the end of your innings. So at max, you can lose 2. So you want to utilize all 6 deliveries firstly and not be dismissed. First super over involvement for these 2 teams against each other.
I've just been informed that West Indies have played once super over. That was against the Netherlands, and Netherlands went on to win that match. Yeah, World Cup qualifier. 𝗂𝗄. Hope is what West Indies fans will be hoping that he can take on the bowlers and put on the winning number. What's the winning number on this surface? Come on, Samuel Badri, give me one.
I look into my crystal ball, Arta. We just saw Saif almost defend 5. I don't think that's the magic number. I think you need around at least 12 to 15 on this surface. Can they get that? Super overtime.
A big swing will only be a single. You know, they would need a couple of boundaries to make sure that they can get close to the number that you mentioned, Samuel Badri.
Hasn't done much with the bat in this series to date. 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃 has had an excellent start to his ODI career. But this is not about ODI cricket anymore. This is a super over. This is just 6 deliveries. This is an opportunity to hit a boundary or 2, something that he's very capable of.
Yeah, Mustafizur Rahman went wicketless, went for 40 in the 8 overs that he has bowled in this innings. Into the hands. And would you believe it, it's Saif Hassan who takes a really good catch. So it's Mustafizur Rahman who picks up a wicket.
And his struggle continues. 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃. A little bit of poetic justice. The drop catch of the bowling of Saif. Now he takes the catch himself. Inches off the ground. It's an important catch, you know, because remember, you're only allowed 2 wickets. Another wicket here, and that's it. Innings ends. 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃 goes without scoring. 1 for 1 from 2. And by 2, I mean 2 balls.
What a game you've seen so far. Yeah, he's pouched that for sure. I think he was probably thinking the ball was a little bit closer. In the end, it started to drop in front. So he had to dive in the front to take the catch inches off the ground, which will allow Hope to be on strike now. Or do better on strike. Has to be. Correction.
Right, how do you play this though, knowing that you have only one wicket in hand? Do you play it safe and get a single, look for a double? Do you go hard and risk getting out and ending the innings? That is the decision that has to be made. The new batter, Brandon King.
Confirmation. Dutch Bangladeshi Bank decision pending, and which is rocketed out. I think they can't afford to lose a wicket here. They cannot take that risk. In the gap, they should come back for the second. Good run. There's maybe the fourth or the fifth ball you can try to really go after it.
Yeah, I agree. He's usually very strong in that area. There's no pace to work with, and that was his undoing. Shorturl Rutherford has hit many sixes over extra cover, over point, but the lack of pace doesn't allow him to get disappointment there from 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗄. And you're right, in my mind, I'm in agreement with you. Next delivery, maybe play it a little bit safe, look to work it around for a couple if possible, and then deliveries 5 and 6, go for the boundaries. If you go for it now and you get out, that's the end of the innings, and you only have 3 on the board.
Yeah, what an over from Fizz. He's only given away 3 runs. He's also picked up a wicket. And he comes wide outside the off stump. Did it carry? Did it carry? Did it carry? You can see the reaction from the bowler.
Let's have a closer look. The bottom of the bat, another slower delivery. A little bit hesitant, hanging on the circle. Might have fallen just short of him, had to judge it. And that slight delay allowed the ball to fall short of him, much to his dismay. All right, these 2 deliveries must go.
Yeah, because he's feeling at the edge of the circle, and it fell short. He was coming in. Again, a very good delivery. Doesn't allow the batter to free their arms and just throw at the wrong end. He should have been on the non-striker's end.
Yeah, why did he decide to do that? Should have thrown at the closer end, look for the run out. Good running though. West Indies have gotten up to 6. Can they finish with a boundary? Can they get to 10? Yeah, threw at the wrong end. It's very difficult to run out at the striker's end from that distance. Thinking 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗄𝗃, where is his option? 3rd and fine leg in the circle, but he hasn't any pace to work with.
Well, it's gone over the fielder at short third, and it will be a boundary. They'll take it. With that boundary, finally a boundary of the last ball of the over, it is an excess pay for, which will give Bangladesh, when they come back, to chase 11. They've got now 10 runs in the super over. Is that enough? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, fortuitous boundary for Shai Hope and the West Indies to end that super over. A good slower delivery, but with the field placement and that 3rd in the inner circle, it meant that it rolled away for who's bowling the over. That's the other question now from a West Indian perspective. They don't have any out-and-out fast bowler, so it has to be a spinner. Just look at how he's squared up. He's thinking leg side, outside edge, over the infield, and runs away for 4. Doesn't matter, they'll take it, West Indies. So now they must defend 10. And who's going to defend that 10? Will it be Aqil Hussain? In the 50-over game, the right-hander took strike against Aqil Hussain. I just wonder if he's going to do the same, if it is indeed Aqil Hussain who bowls this over. in all likelihood, it is 𝗂𝐜𝐿-𝗂𝐽. And I think that the left-hander should take strike for obvious reasons. But let's see.
We are still waiting who will be the bowler. You mentioned 𝗂𝐜𝐿-𝗂𝐽. We also saw Roston Chase loosening up. It looks like it's going to be Shummusharka who will take the strike, because he is the non-striker is Saif Hassan, close to the bowler. So that's what you wanted to see. Shummusharka looked in good nick. 45. Those are his numbers. What is the most important number? Is 11.
Come on, Aqil. Come on, Aqil.
Right. Left-hander on strike. You have a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on. 3 fielders on the onside, on the boundary ropes, and also 2 long off and very wide third. Right, here we go. 11 needed and 6 deliveries. 𝗂𝐜𝐿 has the ball. Shummu on strike. Well, it starts with a wide. So it's 10 and 6.
Yeah, exactly what he didn't want, extras. But the plan is clear. From Shummusharka, get inside the line and heave to the leg side. 𝗂𝐜𝐿 has protection there, but if he middles it, doesn't matter who's out in the boundary.
Has he middled it? Has he found the gap? No. Misfield. They come back for the second. The 2 more. 8 and 5.
It's a no ball, Atta. It's a no ball. Can you believe it? Can you believe this? This is unforgivable from 𝗂𝐜𝐿-𝗂𝐽. You bowled a wide, and now you bowled a no ball, so it's a free hit. It's an additional run. My, oh my, this is a gift. Christmas is around the corner.
He's put that straight into the hands, but will only be a single. Would you believe it? I could not believe my eyes. He already bowled 2 no balls early in the spell. 2. That is his 3rd no ball. Unbelievable. 6 and 5.
6 from 5. We had 5 from 6 in the regulation contest. The other way around when West Indies were batting. And they messed that up. Now Bangladesh needs 6 from 5. 𝗂𝐜𝐿-𝗂𝐽, 1 delivery, has conceded 5, a wide and a no ball with a free hit. Lots of discussions again. The right hand on strike now.
Nerves, Samuel Badri, nerves. Not the right kind of start what the West Indies would have hoped for, but Bangladesh will take it.
What is Saif doing? Is he just knocking the single and getting Saka back on strike, or is he going to go after it at the risk of missing or being dismissed? I think a little bit of intelligence is needed here. 3 fielders cutting the single offside.
6 needed in 5 deliveries. You don't need a boundary, you need a couple of runs and a couple of singles. Right. Saif Hassan on strike. And it's a dot. So make that 6 and 4.
Shantu, the next man in, left-hander, doesn't want to be out there. He wants these 2 to finish it if they can. No extras from 𝗂𝐜𝐿 needed.
over the top on the offside, the only a single which will bring the left-hander 𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗃 on strike. And then he'll be eyeing the onside area. That's why he's having another discussion in the middle with the skipper.
Yeah, I think 𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗃 should take all 3 deliveries. All 3 deliveries to the left-handed 𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗃 swing for the boundary. If he connects, game over. Don't take the single to get 𝗧 back on strike. That's what I'm thinking. If he middles it, it could be game over. So it should be thinking even numbers, 2, 4, or 6. No single.
Now they've got 4 on the onside on the boundary. Only 1 at backward point, wide third. Mid-off inside the circle, cover inside the circle. There is short third. So if it's on the offside, maybe, just maybe, 𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗃 can try to hit over the top on the offside. We'll have to wait and see. They're taking a bit of time. That's fine. Change of mindset, change in the field again. So the fielder at short fine has gone back. A change of the field, actually changing the fielder's position. Same field on the onside. Right, he's eyeing the onside area.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many fielders he has in the deep leg side, that's the direction he's going. He knows if he connects, that's the game. I don't think that he's thinking offside, not with the amount of turn Hussain is getting.
He goes onside. Has he found the fielder? Yes, he has. It's a wicket.
Silence. Absolute silence. Pin drop silence here in Mirpur. Swung, connected, but not connected well enough. And a catch for Gundakesh Moti. Yeah, went through the shot a little bit too early. Absolute precision from Moti, another low catch. And now the pressure is on. 5 from 2, 1 wicket in hand. Shanto will be on strike, but Saka goes for 3, 6 for 1.
Right, left-hander replacing a left-hander. They need a boundary here. We saw him timing the ball nicely when he batted earlier on, but this is a completely different situation. Pressure on Bangladesh. What does he do? Akhil already in away among the wickets. Oh, that might be another wide. We'll have to wait and see. No, leg by. So they need 4 on the last ball.
Yeah, just look at how low this one kept on the sharp turn. Just clipping the pad. Yeah, it's difficult. It really is even more difficult for the right-hander. So the odds are stacked in the favor of Akhil Hussain. 4 from 1. 3 runs gets us to another super over. That's unlikely. We haven't seen too many 3s in this contest, so we can for all intents and purposes rule that possibility out. It's either a 4, a 6, or West Indies win. What are the options for Saif? He has a cover on the boundary, point on the boundary, a deep mid wicket, a long on, long off. Doesn't have anyone backward of square on the boundary. Just look at the line that he's bowling. It has to be all outside off stump.
Yep, where does he target? It's going away from the right-hander. What about a reverse sweep? Let's see. And he comes. 4 needed. Another wide. incredible. So down need 3 runs. There is a possibility of another super over, I can tell you that. Very much a possibility. The extra fielder comes on the offside. So it will be bowled somewhere around them, off stump, or just a little bit wide. He cannot afford to bowl another wide here. He simply cannot afford to bowl another wide. It's an outside edge, straight to the fielder. And it's only a single. What a match. West Indies have finally managed to hang on and goes on to win in the super over.
What a victory for the West Indies to keep the series alive. Only their 3rd victory away from home out of 13 matches, but out of 14 matches, beg your pardon, but a very important one. It took us a super over to separate these two teams. Akilu saying the man of the moment. Lots of errors in that super over, but he can smile now on a sigh of relief. No ball wides, but he's managed to do the job. 𝗂𝗄, his innings, a real mature and responsible innings from the captain. A wonderful game of cricket in the end. Lots of entertainment.
The series is still alive. What a win. What a match. The intensity shown from both the teams was simply splendid. Yeah, he'll be disappointed, not him. 𝗂𝗄. So congratulations to him and his team. Handshakes all around. What a match. Till the very last ball, nobody was sure who will end up on a winning note. In the end, it's West Indies.
A remarkable game of cricket. Ebbed and flowed. Both teams in winning positions. And in the end, it's the West Indies who hold on. The West Indies prevail, winning the super over, all tied at the end of 50. The winning moment.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃.com.